Hello, I just walked down the slope on Tsushima Island, island between Japan and Korea, and found unusual shrub. So this is quite typical for my travels in Japanese forests. I see some interesting, typically not herbaceous, but woody plants, because subtropical zone is rich of unusual, at least for me, woody species. So look on it. What is it? Has no flowers or fruits. Very unfortunate, because with flowers and fruits identification is much easier. First of all, we go to branches and see phyllotaxis. As you see, leaves are located across each other, so they opposite. So shrub with very regularly located opposite leaves. Several options. First of all, Hypericum. Hypericum, St. John's wort, or woody relatives of Hypericum are frequently cultivated on streets of Japanese towns. Well, probability to find in the forest is not very high. Next is group of Caprifoliaceae family. So these are plants with opposite leaves and also inflorescences typically in axils of leaves. But if I'm correct, these dry branches represent inflorescences of previous year. So possibly that was inflorescence terminal, which has multiple flowers. So probably not Caprifoliaceae or something nearby. And a third option is Hydrangeaceae. Hydrangeaceae family also has similar location of organs, so opposite leaves, and Dacia at least has inflorescences which are dense and terminal. So these are three options of possibilities which you might give to that plant for identification. So think of it, which of them is most likely? Thank you. Well, there's still a pause for you to think which of plant you might see right here. Well, remember again characters. So shrub with seemingly opposite leaves, simple leaves with pinnate venation and almost entire margin, and without any characters except old inflorescences which are probably terminal, with small died last year likely flowers. So plant goes with either Caprifoliaceae, honeysuckle group, but honeysuckles have flowers in axils of leaves, either with Hypericum, which has much larger flowers and unlikely to be present in a forest as a wild plant, or it can go with Hydrangeaceae with Dacia, which has flowers in inflorescences, but they typically much larger. So, well, this is the answer. It looks like I'm a bit cheating, but remember, this is a leaf process, so I am myself a bit surprised. When I look on the branches, look on these young branches, they not exactly opposite. You see, they start one after another. Moreover, they start outside of leaves. This is crazy. This is not typically goes with plant with truly opposite leaf arrangement. There is a family group which frequently exhibit exactly that pattern. Leaves sometimes are opposite, sometimes alternate, sometimes in between. Very unfortunate group, because many determination books of plants will start with this dichotomy, opposite or alternate. Anyway, the group exists. And ta-dam! There are flowers. So very interestingly, well, kind of botanical law. If plant is present, some crazy branches or crazy things will present. And here are two crazy flowers which start much earlier than typically should be in Wickstreamia. So this is a Wickstreamia, one of plant of Daphne family. And Daphne family, yes, is that group which has leaf arrangement a bit crazy. Sometimes, like here, it's mostly opposite, but with some deviations to alternate way. For example, in a structure of young branches. So look on them again to remember how they seem. And when you see flowers is not up. So flowers have long tube of calyx, botanical morphology says, and they will soon open and will, well, release pollen and start to be pollinated much earlier, because flowers should appear much later in the summer, I think in August. So again, Wickstremia on Tsushima Island, and that was exercise of plant determination, living exercise, because I was determined this plant together with you. Thank you.